Has your family ever told people a completely different version of your life without telling you? Make sure to like and subscribe for more stories like this. 2:47 a.m. On a Tuesday, and the lobby was dead when the woman walked in dragging a rolling suitcase and already knowing my name. Not reading it off my name tag, she said it before she even got to the desk like a statement, "You're Mara," and something about the way she said it made my stomach drop, because she wasn't asking. I gave her the standard smile and started pulling up reservations, and she slid a business card across the counter. Sandra Fells, licensed private investigator. I put the card down, I picked it back up. She sat in the lobby chair like she owned it and said quietly, "I was hired 8 months ago by your mother and your aunt to locate you and confirm you were safe." I said, "I'm not missing, I'm at work." She nodded. "Yes, I can see that now." Apparently my mother had told her my aunt, 3 cousins, 2 family friends, and a pastor that I had cut off contact because I was trapped in a controlling relationship with a man who monitored my calls and wouldn't let me leave the house. There was no man. There was no controlling relationship. There was just me, not wanting to go to my cousin's destination wedding in Cancun because I couldn't afford it, and my family apparently deciding that was too embarrassing to admit out loud. So instead of Mara doesn't have the money, the story became Mara is being held hostage by a boyfriend none of us have met. Sandra had a full file on the table. Surveillance photos of me getting coffee, walking to my car, picking up a prescription at the pharmacy. 8 months of my completely ordinary life, documented because my family told a private investigator I was living in fear. She had already submitted a welfare check report through my building management, which explained why my landlord had been acting strange around me for weeks. She had also flagged concerns with my HR department as a courtesy, which I was only finding out now at 3 a.m. while I was supposed to be running night audit. I gripped the edge of the desk. "So what happens now?" Sandra closed the folder. "I inform the clients the subject is safe and close the case." "Great, case closed. Except now my landlord has a welfare flag on my building file, my HR manager has a note she's clearly uncomfortable explaining, and every person my family told the story to, the cousins, the pastor, the friends, now believes either I was being abused and lied about it, or that my family is completely unhinged. Both are going to need a lot of explaining." My mom called the next morning like nothing had happened. "I heard you met Sandra." I said, "You hired a PI and told her I was imprisoned." She said, "We were worried. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a controlling situation. I just have a mother who finds it easier to invent a kidnapping than to admit her daughter couldn't afford a flight to Cancun. And honestly, I'm thinking about getting the surveillance photos framed."